Let's be real. We are living through one of the biggest shakeups in the history of education right now. The tools we use, the methods we teach with, even the whole point of learning, it's all being redefined by technology. And honestly, it's happening way faster than any of us thought possible.
And look, this isn't just hype. As education expert Dr. Lara points out, we are at a genuine turning point. The decisions we're making right now about how we bring these new tools into our lives are going to shape the future for an entire generation of students, teachers, and, well, all of us.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we're going to jump right into the classroom and see how AI is already changing the game. Then, we'll zoom out and look at a whole new way of teaching called microlearning. From there, we'll ask what skills are left for us humans. And finally, we're going to tackle the really big planetary scale questions about AI's promise and its peril.
All right, first up, the AI-powered classroom. And I want to be clear, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy anymore. This is happening right now, and it's creating a totally new reality for everyone in education. You know, a huge gap is already opening up between the people who are jumping in and those who are holding back. Schools that are embracing AI, they're seeing incredible results. Teachers are saving time, they're personalizing learning. It's a game changer. But the schools that are hesitating are finding themselves falling further and further behind. To give you a real sense of the scale we're talking about, just look at this number, 7.6 million. What on earth could that possibly represent in just a single school term? That's the number of words AI wrote for teachers this past fall. And get this. That's on just one educational platform for only 10% of its users. And we're not talking about just grading papers here. AI is handling the really complex, time-sucking work, like drafting individualized education programs, or IEPs, analyzing student data, and creating lesson plans tailored for each kid. It's a massive, massive shift. And the way people are using AI is getting so much smarter. We've kind of moved past basic prompt engineering. The new thing is called context engineering. So instead of just asking the AI a generic question, you're feeding it custom data from a specific school. You're talking curriculum standards, student data, even the school's mission statement. And the result? You get these incredibly powerful, super relevant outputs that are tailor-made for that community. Okay, so AI is the new tool, that's clear. But what about the method of teaching? That brings us to our next section, which is all about delivering information in a way our brains are actually wired to handle it. The big idea here is something called microlearning. You know that feeling when you're in an hour-long lecture and your brain just kind of checks out? That's cognitive overload. Microlearning is the exact opposite. It breaks down complex stuff into short, focused, bite-sized pieces. It's really the difference between trying to drink from a fire hose and taking a sip of water. And the results are, well, they're staggering. Research shows that this method can improve how much information you remember long-term by up to 80%. That's huge. By just focusing on one key idea at a time, you don't overwhelm your brain's working memory, so it has a much better shot at actually storing that info for good. And the best part? It's actually super simple to do. You just plan out your single idea, create a quick slide or visual, record a short video, and I mean short, like under 10 minutes, add captions so it's accessible to everyone, and then share it. It's a simple but ridiculously powerful teaching tool. So this all leads us to a really important question. If AI is handling all the data and content, and micro lectures are making information delivery super efficient, what's left for the human teacher? What skills actually matter in this new world? I mean, just think about it for a second. When all the routine stuff gets automated, what skills suddenly become priceless? What can we do that machines, at least for now, can't? Well, the answer seems to be these uniquely human skills: critical thinking, emotional intelligence, creativity, and just being able to communicate and work with other people. You know, we used to call these soft skills, but let's be real, they're becoming the hard currency of the modern world. They're the new essentials. Okay, now let's pull the camera way, way back. We've been looking at the classroom, but AI is so much bigger than that. It's a force that's presenting us as a species with two very, very different futures. On the one hand, you have this incredibly optimistic utopian vision. You hear it from people like OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman. In this future, AI is the key that unlocks solutions to our biggest problems, creating a world that's better for everyone. And then you have the other side, This really stark warning from Deepak Chopra, who says this same technology could, in principle, cause human extinction. It's a jarring contrast, and it shows you just how high the stakes really are. And the thing is, both of these futures seem plausible. The promise is absolutely breathtaking, reversing climate change, ending chronic disease. Wow. But the danger is just as real. We're talking next-level cyber warfare, messing with democracies, and a world so flooded with fakes you can't tell what's real anymore. Deepak Chopra argues that the heart of the problem is this fundamental mismatch. Our technology has taken a quantum leap forward, but our wisdom, our emotional maturity, our spiritual evolution, it just hasn't kept up. As he puts it, we're working with godlike technology, but we still have Stone Age emotions. And this brings us to our final, and maybe the most profound question of all. It gets at the very nature of this technology we've built and what it really means to be human. This is the question that's on everybody's mind, right? It's the plot of 100 sci-fi movies. Can a machine ever just wake up? Can it become self-aware, have a soul, feel things the way we do? Well, according to the sources for this explainer, the answer is a pretty clear no. And it comes down to a crucial distinction. AI can be super intelligent, way beyond human capabilities. But intelligence is not the same thing as consciousness. AI doesn't feel hungry or fear death or experience joy. It's a machine that's simulating responses, not having an actual inner experience. And this, I think, is a brilliant way to reframe the whole debate. It suggests we're asking the wrong question. The real concern isn't about the soul of the machine. It's about the ethics, the empathy, and the wisdom of the humans building it. The technology is just going to be a reflection of its creators. Ultimately, this powerful new technology is a mirror. It's forcing us to ask deeper, better questions, not just about AI, but about ourselves. Questions about our values, our goals, and what kind of future we really want to create. The technology is here. The real question is, are we ready for the conversation it demands?